guys, welcome back to Blazing Football. I have here ShivCharan here with me. We are going to do the preview and the starting 11 for the match Sheffield United versus Chelsea. So ShivCharan, what are your initial thoughts on this match?
I don't know. The fixture itself is a little disheartening for me at this point of time, because since we are running for the top four race, it's very disheartening because Man U gets all the easy fixtures and we get all the difficult fixtures. Sheffield's starts also slightly, puts me down. It seems in the last 10 matches, 90% of their goals have been scored from set pieces. And as we all know, Chelsea are the king of set pieces. So I don't know. I'm not very confident. I mean, like last match itself, they pulled out a 96th minute winner, I think. And that is the place where Chelsea is very weak at. I think you have seen in the last match against Crystal Palace. So yeah.
Before the lockdown, Sheffield United were in a great form, and after the lockdown, they were not in a pretty good form. But before playing Chelsea, they have come back to their form. They almost won 3 games, I think, in the last 3 games. And last match against Wolves was a very big, it would have given them very much big confidence. Also, I think it was a very important win for them to get at least a European position. So, what do you think about that?
See, the thing is, even in West Ham, I think they were almost as bad all season. Okay, like when David Moyes came, everyone is like, "What the hell is this team?" Like, definitely, almost relegated and all. Those are the talks which are coming, and then enters Chelsea FC. Like out of nowhere, they play like some Barcelona, Real Madrid against us, win 3-2, that too in a 99th minute winner, and goes away. Like, I don't know how. Like every team which is in a bad form turns into a good form when then they play against us, or I think it's like we play very bad against them or something like that. I mean, last match itself was a luck, so I don't think luck will help all the time in football. I don't know. Like I'm very afraid and literally, I think I have to keep my heart in my hand and just wait for the final whistle to blow.
The last 3 away games for Chelsea have almost considered 2 goals and more. So, do you think you can keep a clean sheet in this match, or do you think you're going to concede?
That is 100% not possible. I think Kepa Arrizabalaga has the worst save percentage in the entire world. I think there is zero possibility that he will even keep a clean sheet. To be honest, I would play Cummings instead of Kepa Arrizabalaga because that's how he's bad.
But to be noted that he was the one who saved that last header. If you look back that recap, he had that fingertips. Without that fingertips, he would have drew the match and it would have been completely different.
But where was those fingertips for the first 2 goals?
You should be happy for what he does. Okay, at least he didn't save some, but at least he saved at some point.
I'll tell you. Okay, look at other teams' goalkeepers. That's all I'm telling. Like compare in Premier League only. Okay, I think Burnley are in the last half of the Premier League, not the first 10, the second 10. Okay, 11th or 12th, highest clean sheets. Okay, 1. Dean Henderson, David De Gea. Your second keeper is better than Gazzaniga is better than Kepa Arrizabalaga. Like look at the comparison. Like all I'm saying is he saved us numerous number of times. I personally don't have a problem with him. I like him and all this stuff. But I think he has to. Our defense also is a big problem. I'm not going to blame Kepa entirely. Our defense also is a very big problem. But I think he's not like the fact that we paid 80 million for this fellow always makes me think was like, what the hell? Like why did he pay so much money?
That 80 million tag was something which is affecting his performance also, according to me. Like if he came for a 20 million, I think the pressure on him would have been less, and I think he would have maybe performed better. I'm not saying it is because of that only, or I'm just saying like it happens to players when they have a huge tag, they have huge expectations from the player, like the fans and other fans bantering them also, saying that he's not worth that much. So that might also be a reason, but I don't know. Like he has not lived up to the expectation of that 80 million tag, definitely. So yeah.
See, okay, I understand he's not lived up to the 80 million tag and all, but I think Chelsea FC has had best goalkeepers from the beginning. Okay, like Petr Cech, Thibaut Courtois, and then this fellow. like that is what I think is the biggest problem. I think slightly the expectations are a little too high for him. But I mean, I think last season in Europa League and all, like like so much penalties he saved, so much times he saved our asses off. Okay, like that and all. I'm not telling wrong, but I want that Kepa back. That's all I'm saying. I'm not telling that he's a bad player. Where is that Kepa who was there in the last time Europa season? Like this time Champions League, 4 goals against Ajax. One hit his face also and went inside. Like the last time Europa, he literally blocked so much of penalties against Frankfurt finals. So like I think a lot of saves against Real. Kepa basically steps up only during the big matches like Arsenal. Like the top 6, he plays well, which is a good thing. I'm not telling it's a bad thing, but I think he has to learn to play the same against all the teams. Like for Liverpool in the FA Cup, he did 3 consecutive saves and all. I've never seen like Kepa doing that in his entire Chelsea, season. But he pulls out amazing saves here and there. But when it comes to, no, I'm not telling that other teams are small teams, but when it comes to the top 6, other than the top 6, he becomes sloppy, he becomes overconfident, and he relies too much on the defense. That's what I'm saying is like wrong with Kepa. That's all.
Okay, I think let's get right into the starting 11 of this game. So let's start with the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think after bantering so much, I think Kepa Arrizabalaga is going to start for sure. I mean, right back is definitely Reece James. He's been decently well last match, except a few situations. The crosses and all which he gave was decently good. So Reece James. Centre back, I hope Rudiger doesn't start. I hope Christensen and Zuma start again because they've been the best out of all. Tomori is injured and it'll take a long time for him to return. So these two are my centre backs for sure. And left back, I think Azpilicueta is definitely starting. I don't think Lampard should trust Alonso, and he can probably trust Alonso also, but not Emerson at all. Because at least Alonso will score goals. Emerson just shoots the ball to the moon. So I guess Azpilicueta is starting. So yeah, 4-3-3 formation. So in the middle, since Kovacic and Gilmore are not ready to play, I think definitely Jorginho starting with the performance he gave last match. I think he should start because
Kante is injured, right? Kante is.
Yeah, Kante is also injured. Yes. Yeah. So I think Jorginho is definitely starting. Kante. I think Kante is injured. I'm not. Yeah, I think Kante is injured.
He didn't play the last match, right? So I think he's injured.
Yeah. He got injured in the last few moments of the match, I guess, or something like that. Okay. So Jorginho should start, but like there is speculations that a player called Bate is traveling, who's a youngster from the academy. So you don't know what Lampard might do. If Jorginho is not in your plans, I don't think he should be chucked out right now itself. So I think Jorginho is starting as of now. For the left hand side, it's obviously Mason Mount. I think he's been in the cream of Chelsea for the past few matches. So Mason Mount for sure, right? I think Callum Hudson-Odoi should play. Oh shit! I'm sorry, Barkley. So
you don't want to start this Ruben Loftus-Cheek?
No, I don't think he should start. I think the substitute part must work out fine for him for the this part of the season, because I don't think he's ready to play 90 minutes yet. But Barkley, he's been playing well. He's been giving amazing passes and crosses and all. So I think for sure Barkley is in the right hand side. The left wing is definitely Pulisic. He's been a top notch for us. So Pulisic for sure. On the right hand side wing, it is Willian. I don't think anyone else is fit to play that position. And in the center, actually, the center forward is where I think the change might occur. But I still think Giroud is definitely starting. Tammy Abraham was sloppy so much last match, except the goal. And he couldn't, he just kept losing possession of the ball. But I think Giroud is definitely starting. I think we can expect this Bate person to, get substituted instead of Jorginho at 60-70 minutes, because I heard that he's traveling, but it's not still sure. So
So
this is
yeah,
my starting lineup.
I think Giro will be playing because if Tammy plays his sloppy game against Sheffield, you might get punished for his mispasses. Definitely,
Yeah, exactly.
it's going to be a difficult game for both, and definitely in Bramall Lane, it's not an easy game to go and get a win. So yeah,
Yeah, like I'm not confident at all in getting a win and all, but I think I have to just stay positive
yeah,
and
it will be a good
let's
fight actually. Like both the teams will give their best, and it will be like definitely be a good watch for the neutral fans. Definitely, we'll be having fun. So yeah,
no, yeah,
guys, that is his starting 11 for the game Sheffield United versus Chelsea. You can give your own starting 11 in the comments down. So that's all for today. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.